What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to be exploring the Abarth 695 Biposto Record Edition. Now, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please make sure to hit subscribe, join the family, join our adventures and all that good stuff, and follow me over here on Instagram. I would love to have you follow me over there. Now, the purpose of this video is to give you guys an interior and exterior overview and also some sound clips of the car in case you wanted to buy it. But without further ado, let's get started. Here's the Abarth 695 Biposto.
She could be the one that kills you.
So the Abarth Biposto Record Edition, 133 of these made to celebrate the Abarth records held back in the days. Now, as you can see, this looks absolutely beautiful. And the color is a Modena yellow, so a Modena giallo, which is actual Ferrari paint, which is awesome. Just like the other Abarth 500 models, this is a 695 version, and it still comes as a 1.4 turbocharged litre engine, producing 190 horsepower and around about 183 foot-pounds of torque. If you were to pull your wallet out for this car, you'd expect to pay £36,000 for it. And due to the fact that this car is a pretty stripped out track version of the Abarth range, £36,000 is a lot of money for what you actually get from this car. You only have two front seats. The rear seats have been completely eliminated, and they've replaced it with a semi-roll cage that you can see here. Now, obviously the removal of the rear seats means that you can't carry passengers, but what it does mean is you do have quite a lot of boot space. Now, if we take a look at the front of the car, you're going to see some noticeable differences between this and the Abarth 595 range and the Abarth 500 and the other Abarth 695. And the most noticeable one of all is obviously this crazy carbon fiber front diffuser or additional part to the bumper, which you can see very nicely the exposed front mount intercooler. Now, on the normal Abarth 500 range, you end up having two smaller intercoolers, which are normally from one either side, but with the 695 Biposto you get one main larger intercooler there, which is awesome. The carbon fiber detailing and the general styling of this car looks absolutely incredible. And you'll also notice on the front of the car you've got these lovely bonnet bumps, which give a little bit more of an aggressive look. Now, what you don't get with this car, but you do with the 595 comp, is the Xenon headlights. This is obviously a much more limited basic style model because its purpose is literally to just destroy the track. But where it lacks some of the features that you get from the 595 comp, it also provides you some additional juicy bits, such as these stunning Ultra Leggera wheels in 18s. You also get some very nice red Brembo calipers and some drill discs. One of the more noticeable features of the Abarth 695 Biposto Record and the Abarth Biposto in general is the flared arches. You don't get this on any of the other Abarth 500 range, but this one here, it incorporates for an additional wider track, which at the front of the car is 11mm and at the rear is 14. The carbon fiber side skirts on this car are an absolutely beautiful touch and really set the side of the car off, particularly when you're looking at the car side on like this, and it just, against the Modena yellow, it just absolutely pops. If we move to the rear of the car, the most noticeable differences are of course the Biposto rear spoiler. The rear tailgate, in my opinion, is the pièce de resistance of this car. The carbon fiber coupled with the Akrapovic exhaust just makes for this beautiful look, and when you're looking at this thing from behind, the aggression it gives is just mad. It looks absolutely bonkers. As we open the engine cover, what you're presented with is an absolutely stunning array of carbon fiber. The engine cover is carbon fiber, and also the BMC carbon intake, which looks absolutely brilliant and makes for a really good sound under load. So you're probably thinking, well, where are the limitations in this car? Because outside it looks absolutely beautiful. It's so visually pleasing that it's by far, in my opinion, the best looking Abarth out of all of the 500 range. It looks stunning, particularly in the yellow. But the limitations come when you get inside. Once you get inside the Abarth 695 Biposto Record, you start to really understand as to why this car was born and bred for the racetrack. From a driver's perspective, this is the point of view you would see when driving the car. And again, as I've mentioned, it is very limited. What I do like with the Euro 6 models, obviously all the new Abarths have this, is the digital dash, which gives you a nice little trip computer. It even tells you what your tyre status is. I'm not sure whether this is available on all of the Series 4s or any of the cars with this dash. So let me know in the comments below, because I'd love to know. And once you hit the sport button, the dash changes and you start to see the G-force meter, which is a very nice touch. On the far right hand side, you'll see your throttle response, response, your fuel. Moving on to the left, you've got your temperature and your rev counter. The steering wheel itself doesn't have any controls for the radio, and the reason being is that, well, there isn't a radio, which is interesting because on the side you'll be able to see that you've got speakers, or I'm not sure whether they are speakers or they're just speaker covers. Looking at the instrument panel, you don't have anything digital on here. It's all very manual, very basic. But again, Abarth didn't build this car for luxury. This has just been built to drive around the track. You have a no-nonsense gear knob here. The floor mats are replaced with metal mats. The door cards themselves are replaced with lightweight material. And what you can do is get an optional extra to have the whole of the door card in carbon fiber, which looks absolutely stunning if you choose to go that route. And while space is limited, you still do get some sort of netting here, which you'll be able to put a few things in, but not much. The seats that come in the 695 Biposto are say belts with the Biposto embroidery, and they look very nice. The carbon fiber on the back of these say belts looks absolutely stunning. I absolutely love these seats. They look amazing. If we come a bit further down, you'll see the semi roll cage in here, which obviously is put in here for a reason, but actually what it means in not having rear seats is you actually get quite a lot of boot space in this car now. And with the semi roll cage in, actually what you'll find when you brake hard, if you do have luggage in the back, you won't have it ending up by the handbrake. And with this car being so lightweight, it will do pretty awesome miles to the gallon, and I'll leave that here. But the thing about it as well is that it's so light, and it will do 0 to 60 in 5.9 seconds. It's bonkers. It's absolutely ridiculous for what it is. It's an absolutely stunning little machine. The Okrapovic exhaust sounds absolutely ridiculous. It is, of course, titanium, so it makes for that beautiful noise. I love the Biposto. It's been an absolute pleasure. Massive shout out to Abarth UK for lending me this car. I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. Please subscribe. It would mean so much to me. I hope you enjoyed it. Make me happy, and I'll see you all on the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.